Okay, so good day everyone. So this will be our next topic, which is the eating habits, sleep, and stress management. Okay, so we're going to learn what are the eating habits and sleep habits when we are doing something. Okay, for example, eating habits. Okay, so how do we eat? How many do we eat? And also on the sleep. Okay, so on our sleep is kung puyat ba tayong natutulog, maaga tayong natutulog, yan. And last is the stress management. Okay, so let's start with our lesson with this um, eating habits. When we say eating habit, this refers why and how people eat, which foods they eat, and with whom they eat, as well as the way people obtain, store, use, and discard food. Okay, so when we say eating habits, okay, so syempre may mga habits tayo na minsan gusto natin tayo lang ang kumakain, 'di ba? Solo, para tinatawag na treat yourself. 'Di ba? Minsan tayo lang mag-isa ang kumakain. Okay, and also may times naman na gusto natin is kasama ang friends natin. Minsan naman is the whole family, 'di ba? So there's a big impact when it comes to eating habits. Okay, so for example, you want to eat on yourself. Okay, so gusto mong kumain na mag-isa, 'di ba? Sometimes you want eating junk food, 'di ba? And then minsan naman is you are eating processed food like hot dogs, chicken nuggets, 'di ba? So yan yung mga kadalasang kinakain natin when we are lonely. Okay, so pag lonely tayong kumakain, so yung mga kadalasan nating ini-intake sa katawan natin. And also, when it comes with the circle of friends, 'di ba? Sometimes you are ordering fries and then yung tinatawag nilang nachos, 'di ba? So yung kadalasang ini-intake ninyo as a circle of friends. Okay? And also when we say on the family dinner or family eating, 'di ba? Sometimes they are preparing vegetables, 'di ba? Or sometimes vegetables with fish, with meat, 'di ba? Yan yung mga kadalasang nangyayari or yung eating habits natin. So, sabi niya, um, uh, people obtain, store, use, and discard food. Okay, so yung obtain is yung makukuha mong mga nutrients dun sa food na kinain mo. And then mag-i-store yan sa katawan natin. And then yung use na sinasabi is yung mga nutrients, vitamins na ini-intake natin yung doon sa food na kinain natin. And also yung discard food, yan yung mga nakakasama naman sa katawan natin. So yan yung tinatawag na junk foods, yan. Okay? So, yun yung mga eating habits na ginagawa natin sa araw-araw. Okay? Then, sabi niya, eating habit is one of the great influence to improve our health. Okay, sir, bakit naman po nasabi nyo na great influence to improve ourselves? Kumakain po kami ng mga processed food, kumakain po kami ng junk food. Okay? So, on the eating habits, okay, kaya natin siya masasabi as a great influence to improve ourselves is first, 'di ba? You are eating green foods, 'di ba? Like vegetables and also fruits. Okay? So that is the eating habits na meron tayong merong influence yung food na yon para sa eating habits natin. Okay? So sabi niya 'di ba dito sa use, okay? So pag sinabi niyang 'di ba sabi niya use, okay? So yung na-use natin na calories, or mga not intake nating mga junk foods is we are going to use the exercise para mawala yung calories junks na sinasabi natin kanina na bakit sir na great influence ang eating habits to improve our health. Okay, so nasa sa atin kung paano natin i-intake yung mga ganong mga foods. Okay, so sometimes naman, di ba? Sometimes naman is we are eating vegetables. We are eating fruits, di ba? So, great influence to improve our health because we are eating these two foods like vegetables and fruit. Okay? And then, why? Bakit naman nasabi natin na great influence siya? 'Di ba? Ang kinakain natin is, for example, you are eating vegetables. Siyempre, makakakuha ka ng vitamins, nutrients na kailangan ng health natin para mag-improve yung body natin. 'Di ba? So, on our eating habits is nasa sa atin kung paano natin siya i-intake or paano natin siya magagawa to process in ourselves. Okay, so that is eating habits. And next is meron tayong tinatawag na four types of eating. Fueling for performance, social eating, emotional eating, and eating out of habit or for recreation. Okay, so first is fueling for performance. It is the act of eating a specific food or supplement during a specific time. Windows to help maximize performance and support recovery in a certain activity. Okay, so for example, you are a student athlete. Okay, okay, so you are student athlete. So what you are going to do to have this first type of eating. Okay, so pag sinabi mo fueling performance, okay, so kakain ka ng food, okay, or mag-i-intake ka ng food to use it as your power or energy. Okay, 'di ba? Minsan, for example, minsan is pagod tayo or diba, na nagtatrabaho tayo ng ah, gawaing bahay. Okay? Siyempre, hindi ka pa nag-almusal. Siyempre, pagkagising mo, cellphone, and then magtatrabaho ka na ng bahay. Okay? And then, nag-skip ka ng lunch. Okay? Nag-skip ka ng lunch, and then tinuloy mo yung work mo sa bahay or yung mga gawaing bahay. Okay? Siyempre, you feel low of energy. Why? Because hindi ka nag-intake ng food sa katawan mo para magkaroon ka ng fuel to perform your house chores. 'Di ba? So, kaya nga kailangan natin mag-intake ng food to get kailangan natin mag-intake ng food to get fuel for our performance. Okay, so that is fueling for performance. Next is emotional eating. Okay, emotional eating, it is the tendency of each sufferer to respond to stressful, difficult feelings by eating, even when not experiencing physical hunger. And also, it is often a craving for high calorie or carbohydrate food that have minimal nutrition value. Okay, so dito natin tinatawag yung stress eating. Okay? So, bakit tinawag na stress eating? So, the word stress. Stress ka sa school, stress ka sa boyfriend mo, stress ka sa bahay nyo, and then, minsan naman, is stress ka kasi nabubuli ka, kasi hindi mo alam ang gagawin mo. Siyempre hindi ka makaaganti because binubuli ka nga, 'di ba? So paano natin magagawa ng um, solusyon yung mga ganitong pangyayari? Okay? So first is sabi niya, 'di ba? Pag sa sa mga ganitong bagay, 'di ba sabi natin is lagi tayo magsumbong or magsabi sa mga parents natin. If merong problem, may mga bumabagabag or mga may nang tawag dito, ah, may problem ka, may mga problema kang hindi mo masolusyonan, and then the solution you made is emotional eating. So you are eating a high calorie and high carbohydrates food like fast foods, junk foods, 'di ba? So yung mga hindi kaaya-ayang pagkain, yun yung ini-intake mo because you are having a emotional eating. Okay, so that is one of the reason or one of the types of eating habits. Okay, so if you are having a emotional eating, okay, so especially if you are experiencing stress, difficult feelings, okay, so you need to talk to your parents para tulungan ka nila to overcome these kinds of um, these kinds of um, situation. Okay? So next, social eating. Eating can be healthy and enjoyable. So, sabi nga natin kanina, 'di ba? Circle of friends, 'di ba? Siyempre, we are enjoying eating. Okay? And then is healthy eating can be challenged around certain people in a certain social situation. These strategies can help keep you in the right mindset at your next social gathering. Okay. So, for example, yun nga, circle of friends. Okay, di ba? Mga fast food, junk foods ang mga kinakain ninyo. And then, on your next social gathering or susunod na pagsasama ninyo is hindi muna yung mga friends mo ang kasama, which is other new friends or other new people na nakilala mo. Okay? So, minsan is 'di ba, yung iba is hindi sila kumakain ng ganito, kumakain ng ganyan, 'di ba? Siyempre maiiwasan mo or magkakaroon ka ng idea on how to stop eating junk foods with your new friends. Okay, sometimes naman, 'di ba, naggi-gym ka or nagpapa-lose ka ng weights, and then may mga friends ka na makikilala on gym, okay, na mga kayang kumain ng mga healthy foods. Okay? And then they are also teaching you a strategy, okay, to eat ng maayos para ma-prevent mo yung mga ganong situation um, like the last part ng ating types of habits, which is the eating out of habit or for recreation. Is eating because you are social setting or simply because there is food around you? Okay, so pag sinabi eating out of habits, ito na yung tinatawag nating um, tawag dito, yung kumakain ka nang wala sa oras or wala sa tamang oras. Okay, for example, um, kumain ka 10 a.m. and then ang next mong kain is 12 p.m. Okay? So that is eating out of habit. Okay? Because kakakain mo lang is kakakain ka naman, and also hindi siya sa tamang oras. Okay? Okay, and then meron naman Okay, so you are eating overload. Ano yung overload na yun? Sobrang dami mong kinakain every time you are eating. Okay, so that cause you a obesity or mabilis kang magkaroon ng calories fats sa katawan mo. Okay? So that is the types of eating sa ating first chart ng ating lesson. Okay? Second is itong calories na to, okay? Ito yung mga makukuha natin if you are eating out of order. Okay? So calories used to measure the energy content of food and beverage. Okay, di ba pansinin ninyo? For example, bumili kayo ng snacks sa mga store. Di ba may pansinin ninyo is meron silang mga content kung ilang calories, ilang vitamins yung makukuha mo doon. Okay? So, doon natin mami-measure. For example, naglo-lose weight ka and then you want to take a snack. Okay? So, titignan mo yung sa likod ng snack na gusto mo and then i-find mo doon kung ano yung um, calories na ibibigay sa'yo, ba? Fats na ibibigay sa'yo. So, you are going to measure that kind of food content. Okay? And then, the average woman na kailangan i-maintain ng isang babae, okay, per day is 2,000 calories per day ang kailangan maintain ng isang woman kung ayaw niya mag-lose ng weight or ayaw niyang madagdagan yung weight niya. Okay? And then sa lalaki naman, kung gusto niyang ma-maintain yung weight niya nang hindi tumataas at hindi bumababa, is kailangan niyang mag-intake ng 2,500 calories per day. Okay? And then, if you want to lose 1 pound per week, is you need to maintain a 1,500 1,500 calories per day as a woman. Okay? So, if you are a man naman, if you want to lose 1 pound per week, so you need to eat 2,000 calories per day. Okay? So, ito yung kailangan nyong malaman na i-measure yung calories ninyo para kung gusto nyong i-maintain or mag-lose kayo ng kilo per week. So, ito yung mga dapat nyong gawin. Okay? So, next, pag wala naman tayong food na ini-intake sa katawan natin, okay? So, the first 6 hours nang hindi tayo kumakain is everything is perfectly normal. Okay? Because glycogen is irresponsible for storing energy. Okay? Broken down to a form as a glucose. Okay? So, yung glycogen is yun yung sugar sa katawan natin na nagiging energy. Okay? And then, our brain uses 25% of our energy, which is malaking impact sa katawan natin if yung buong 6 hours sa katawan natin is hindi siya nag-intake ng food. And also, muscle tissues and red blood cells use 75% of our energy. That's why, yung 6 hours na hindi ka nag-intake ng food is, yung 25% is ang brain natin ang nagko-consume or gumagamit. And then, yung muscle tissue and red blood cells naman natin is consuming 75%. That's why on the 6 hours ng no food is everything is perfect, normal. And then, after ng 6 hours na to, after 6 hours na pag itong part na to, after ng 6 hours, is ito na ang magiging resulta. Okay? So, after 6 hours, the glycogen stores stores will be exhausted and hunger pains will kick in, it can lead to other people being moody and irrational. Okay. So pag ubos na yung 100% na kinain natin before tayo mag-intake ng walang food is okay pa. Pero after ng 6 hours ng um, or sabihin na natin dun sa first 6 hours ng katawan natin is okay na. Okay? And then 6 hours after, okay? So magkakaroon na ng effect sa katawan natin. Especially nagiging moody na tayo and irrational or naiirita. 'Di ba? Pansinin niyo pag kadalasang nangyayari to sa mga babae, 'di ba? Minsan wala sa lugar yung pagiging moody nila at yung pagiging maarte nila. Pero ang alam naman natin na pag ganito na yung nararamdaman ng isang babae is syempre gutom. Wala naman tayong magagawa about diyan, 'di ba? So bibilan natin sila ng pagkain. Okay? So this part of our lesson is we are going to learn on our face-to-face or online class. Okay? So meron kasi siyang mga kailangang part na dapat i-explain because it is a sensitive lesson, a sensitive part of this lesson. Okay? Next is sleeping management. Sleeping management according to the energy conversation. Okay? So according to the energy conversation theory, we need sleep to conserve energy. Okay? Sabi niya, 'di ba? On the energy conserve theory, so we need to sleep to conserve energy. Okay? So kailangan natin matulog para makasave tayo ng energy sa katawan natin. Next is sleeping allows us to reduce our caloric needs by spending part of our time functions in a lower metabolism. Okay, so pansinin ninyo, 'di ba sabi niya, reduce our caloric or calories needs by spending part of our time functioning at a lower metabolism. Okay, so pag sinabing reduce our caloric needs is, 'di ba? Pag natulog tayo ng gabi, 'di ba? Tulog tayo ng gabi. Pagkagising natin ng umaga is natatai ka or naihihi ka. Okay, because yung katawan natin, even na tayo ay natutulog, okay, ito yung naglilinis or nagtatrabaho pa din yung katawan natin to process all the food na in-intake natin, and then once na nagising tayo, 'di ba? Minsan agad tayo nahihi or natatae because yung part ng mga large and small intestine natin is they are functioning to clean or to lose that food na in-intake natin, 'di ba? Para yung katawan natin is even natulog tayo is nagre-reduce or naglo-lose pa rin tayo ng calories. Okay, next is sleep plays a major role ensure the good health and well-being of an individual. Okay, so 'di ba? Sabi niya, sleep plays a major role in ensuring the good health and well-being of an individual. So paano kayo magiging good health and well-being of an individual kung tulog kayo 2 a.m. and then gising kayo 4 a.m. Minsan naman matutulog kayo 5 na ng umaga and then magigising kayo 2 p.m. na. So, sir, at least sir nakakatulog po kami. No. Diyan na pumapasok yung tinatawag na sleeping schedule. Okay, so pansinin ninyo, 'di ba? Pag sobrang natulog ka ng umaga and then pagkagising mo ng hapon or 1 p.m., masakit ang ulo mo, 'di ba? Pero pansinin mo pag natulog ka ng gabi ng maaga, mga 10, ako kasi tutulog ako mga 8. Tulog ka ng 10, pagkagising mo ng pagkagising mo ng 5 a.m. is feel mo, 'di ba? Walang sakit ng ulo, pero ang mafe-feel mo lang is inaantok because siyempre hindi ka sanay sa mga ganong gawain because natutulog ka ng 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and then magigising ka 6 a.m. Pagdating sa klase is inaantok ka, 'di ba? So you need to manage your sleeping schedule, especially if you are going to school, work, or saan man na pupuntahan mo. Okay, so you need to set your sleeping schedule, okay, para ma-ensure mo yung good health and well-being of an individual. Okay? So, recharge a person's brain, helps repair cells and help the body to release important hormones. Okay? So sabi niya, 'di ba, recharge a person's brain, help repairs cell and helps the body to release important hormones. Okay, so syempre pag natulog tayo, 'di ba? Feel natin yung katawan natin, sabihin na natin 'di ba, stress tayo. Stress tayo sa school works and then um pag iniisip natin yung mga bagay na nakaka-stress is 'di ba sumasakit yung ulo natin or sometimes is nagkakaroon ng parang um, minsan may pumapasok sa isip natin na mamaya na ganito na lang. So, pag gano'n na yung senaryo nangyayari sa'yo, so you need to take a sleep. So, pag yan na yung nangyayari sa'yo, is you need to take a sleep para yung brain mo is mag-repair siya ng cell. Okay? Para pagkagising mo is you are ready para gawin na yung mga dapat mong gawin. Because nakapagpahinga and na-repair na yung cells ng utak natin. Okay, so that's why your sleeping management is maganda or okay para maiwasan mo itong four major na ito. Okay? So, next. Okay, benefits of sleeping. Sleeping. First is sleep can boost your immune system and gaining Z can help prevent major weight gain. So, ano yung gaining ZZZ can help prevent weight gain. Okay, di ba? Pag natutulog tayo is yung, ang tawag dito, humihilik kayo. Diba? Diba? Pag naalis nyo yung paghilik nyo na yon, okay, is yung katawan natin is magkakaroon siya ng prevention of weight gain. Next is sleep can strengthen your heart. Okay, better sleep, better mood. Sleeping can increase productivity. Four is lack of sleep can be dangerous, literally. Okay? Sleep can increase exercise performance and last sleep improves memory. So these 8 benefits of sleeping will help us, okay, para yung mga palaging puyat dyan na palaging natutulog, palaging oras na lang natutulog, so you better wake yourself up to change your sleeping schedule. Okay? So, um, this is the first part of our lesson for the stress, eating habits, sleep, and stress management. Okay, so I want you to listen careful Okay? If may mga um, na-miss kayong mga information, you can rewatch this video. Okay? So, if may question kayo, free to message me. Okay? So, have a great day everyone and have a great day. Okay? So, bye and good luck on your upcoming examination. Bye!